Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Miyabi, and today I'm going to be doing one of my go-to Thanksgiving looks. So please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you want to see how I got this look, keep on watching. Alright, so I already did my eyebrows off camera, and I'm just going to go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer and prime my eyelids. I'm trying not to make that ugly face that I always make. And then I'm just going to go in with some setting powder. This is the Mercier setting powder. And take a little bit of that to set my eyelids. Alright, I'm going in with the Soft Glam palette from ABH. And I'm super excited to use this. So for today's look, I'm going to be doing more of a matte Thanksgiving look. So I'm going to start by taking Burnt Orange. And I'm going to use the brush that's in the palette, and I'm just, bunch of kickback in the pan. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm going to take that shade, Burnt Orange, and just apply it to my crease. So this year for Thanksgiving, like everything in the world right now, is going to be completely different. For us, we are not going to be with family this year. It's going to be the first year ever that I make a Thanksgiving meal without my mom and my grandma. So I'm kind of excited to see if I can do it, but I'm also very nervous because I got really big shoes to fill. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys are going to be having Thanksgiving as normal or if your Thanksgiving is changing for this year due to the pandemic. Wow, that's really pigmented and super easy to work with. So this is my first time using this palette since I picked it up from Sephora in my haul. And if you haven't seen my haul, go watch it. Also, I did a video testing new makeup with some of the stuff that I got from that haul. So go check that out. Again, just placing this in my crease. I like that this palette has a mirror. I mean, for the price point, it should have a mirror and it should be this nice to work with. But sometimes palettes don't have mirrors, and that's okay, but I love when they have a mirror because I feel like it's easier for me. So now I'm gonna use the other side of the brush that came with this palette, and I'm gonna go into this Mulberry shade. I'm just gonna place this all over my lid. This is way darker than I expected. It looks more burgundy in the pan than what it's pulling. So I'm gonna put that on the lid and then I'll go in and blend it out some. I'm just gonna place it on the other lid as well before blending. So now I'm just taking a fluffy blending brush and trying to blend that out. So I'm gonna go in with this Sienna shade right here and see if I can kind of lighten that up. I'm gonna go back into that burnt orange shade and add some more above Sienna, just so I can pull that back out. Okay, I'm okay with it. I like how it turned out. Okay, now I'm gonna do some wing liner, and I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. So I'm just gonna take my time and try to be very precise with this one. So that is a very thick wing liner. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera. Okay, so now that the liner's done, I'm gonna go in with mascara, the Air Volume Mascara from Loreal. I have been loving this mascara since I tried it out in my last video. It is literally so amazing. Not only does it give you the volume like it claims to, but it also gives you a length. For Thanksgiving, especially since I will be cooking, I would prefer just to use mascara. Although now I'm like, is this showing up with this liner? I hope it's showing up on camera. Alright, now moving into the complexion. I'm gonna prime my skin with the Hard Candy Sheer and the Blurring Primer. It says it's a 12-hour perfected soft focus blur effect. Selfie approved. I love my selfies. Yeah, so it's kind of like a milky consistency. Anytime I touch my skin, it just gets so red right now. I don't know what's wrong with it. We're gonna go in and spot conceal with the same e.l.f. Hydrating Camo, since, you know, homegirl wants to get red all of a sudden. That's better. Now I'm gonna go in with the Hourglass Vanish Foundation Stick in the shade Honey. And I am gonna try the trick of taking the product on my brush and then distributing it onto my face, because I think that worked best in my last video. I definitely know that this does not work with a sponge. Definitely works better with a brush. This is way more time consuming than with a sponge, or if I were to go in with the product and then blend it out with the brush, but I think it gives more of a seamless look to the skin. So I'm gonna speed this up for you guys. And with the power of editing, I'm gonna blend it out. So I'm gonna go in again with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer and hit these under eyes up. And again, this is in the shade Medium Sand. So for this part, I am gonna take my Haley's Beauty Sponge and blend this concealer out. And I am gonna use this to clean up and just sharpen the edge of my wing. I like to be full coverage on Thanksgiving because most likely there's going to be pictures being taken with the family, so I like to have full coverage makeup and then makeup that lasts throughout the day with minimal need for touch-up. And then I'm just taking the Mercier Honey Translucent Powder and setting all of that down. And I'm going to bake a little bit today as well to have some longevity of this makeup through cooking and eating, and then napping possibly. So now that we are nice and full coverage, I'm going to go in and set the rest of my face with the number 7 Lift and Luminate Translucent Finishing Powder. And this is in the shade Medium. And I'm going to go in and press some of that powder away from my under eyes. While I was baking, I don't want to be like powdery all day long. Now I'm going to go in and use the Maybelline City Bronzer just to kind of like sculpt out my cheeks, and then I'm going to bronze with a different bronzer. Adding a little bit to my forehead as well. Then I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Collection. This is the Weylie collection. I'm just going to mix these two to give me more of a bronzy finish if you like Physicians Formula, then you know that these smell so good. They're so bomb. And bam! We are bronzed, honey. Today I'm gonna go in with the highlighter by Ofra called Rodeo Dry and just highlight. They have really good highlighters. If you have not used them, yes, I love these highlighters. They are creamy and pigmented. Now, if you do have texture on the skin, this will emphasize your texture, so just something for you to be mindful of, but they are creamy. They are the lime bean. So good. Oh, I forgot to go in with blush first. I'm gonna go in with Essence, the blush, in the shade Bespoke. Okay, I'm gonna finish the lower lash line. And for that, I'm just gonna take the shade here, Sienna, or maybe I'll do a little bit of burnt orange and smudge. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of that sienna and just place it on the outer corners a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop BFF liner in the shade HoneyDude, just to brighten it up a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever color pencil in the shade Full Red. This is also something that I picked up in my recent haul. And I just filled in my lips a little bit more because I'm gonna go in with this lip tint by ILIA, and it is in the shade Arabian Nights. Oh, it feels really good. I like that, and it almost like smells like cranberries. Then to set the face, I'm just gonna go in with MAC Fix Plus. Just set it all down. I like to use this when I have a lot of powder on because it really just kind of melts the powder into your skin. Okay, and that is it for today's look. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and have a good day. Bye!